What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. We got leg day today, Sunday morning. Legs are feeling fresh. I haven't hit legs crazy enough since last, when was it? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. A week? It's been a week since I hit legs. I don't know the last time I went a week without hitting legs, but they're feeling good, they're feeling fresh, and I'm gonna load that freaking barbell up, and we're gonna go down and come up with hopefully a new 1 rep max or something heavy. We're gonna see as we get into it, but real quick, start in the kitchen. Just had some Rice Krispies, about 75 grams of Rice Krispies with 12 ounces of milk, about 100 grams of carbs. Show the intro workout. Intro workout, we'll have these fuel sticks, 100 grams of carbs here because I'm gonna be in that MF for 2.5 hours as leg days take me forever. So I'm gonna sip on that throughout, and then pre-workout, we'll go a scoop and a half of the fruit burst, my favorite one, caffeine. Let's start to get the itchy feeling. So should be a fun leg day. I'm super stoked for today. It's crazy. You know me, I'm a leg day connoisseur. A week without legs? Ooh, maybe that's why I've been feeling so good and not so run down, because my CNS is intact. But let's go fry the CNS. Let's go lift some heavy weights. Let's go. I started warm up. God, I look like George Washington with this hair. I need to get a haircut, bro. Anyways, start with the warm up. So probably took me like 20 minutes, but I need to get nice and warmed up before legs. Just a mental thing, but honestly, just moving. So lower body warm up, let's go the TKEs. So grabbing a band, put it behind my knee, 20 each leg, coming up in that toe. Really have to focus on squeezing that quad and glute. Great to warm up the knees, gets the quad, the VMO ready to go. After that, get into some lateral walks. I just get one of those like hip circle bands or those glute bands, put it above my knee, and I do 20 steps to the right, 20 to the left. Really focus on small steps, keeping like tension on my glutes, hips, warming that up. And then the third one I do is like a king squat. So that hamstring stretch into a deep squat. I love that one. I do 10 each, or 10 total of that, and I'll roll through that 2 times total. And then because I'm cleaning today, my lat mobility is trash, absolute trash. So I need to start working on it. So I did a banded lat stretch, holding on to it, wrapping my hand through so I can kind of relax and push into it, 30 seconds each side. And then I did a I forgot what you call it, prayer stretch, right? Prayer stretch. I don't have a PVC pipe, so I use like a lat pull down bar, but really driving, pushing my elbows in, and then holding it for 3 to 5 seconds for 10 total reps. We'll do that 2 times. And now we're getting to the cleans. Starting with some cleans today. We're gonna do full cleans. I've been doing power cleans the last couple of months, but I love full cleans. I mean, I can rip more weight, so that's why it's more fun to me. I did these last week up to 315 for 2, so we'll see what we can get up to today. We'll probably do 3 sets at 2, and then we'll get to the heavy back squats. Let's rip. Make 315 the new norm, but we'll see. Cleans are very hit or miss for me. Some days I'm ripping, some days I'm not. So let's see if the springs are out today. So goal 3 sets at 2 today. Worked up. We got 315. Let's rip. All right, guys, 315 for 3x2. I'm fired up with that. I haven't ripped that in a minute, man. I love full cleans. Like recently, I like the last 10 years, I've cleaned twice a week, and it hasn't been. I stopped doing that a couple months ago, and I've just been cleaning once a week. But man, I freaking love cleans. I love cleans. Olympic lifting's fun. I've never got into snatches. I've done snatches here and there, like 2 times for like a couple weeks, but I've never consistently done snatches. But it's fun moving weight, man. Especially when the cleans are feeling good, snappy. 315 for 3x2 is pretty good. My dream clean has always been to hit. Now this is a ways away, and this would require probably a lot of effort, especially like technique. Would be 405. I think 4 wheels, just cleaning that is the most badass thing on earth. But I think 365 would be cool. My all-time clean is 345. But if you watch my clean, if any of you guys are Olympic lifting experts, you probably watch it and like I pull it. When I full clean, like I pull it to a power position. It's just I don't know how to like. So it shows. I guess I can pull it high enough that I can do more weight. It's just my catch and stuff has always been my weak point. So I always say I want to spend a period of time and just really work on my clean. Actually, this time last year I did like an 8-week clean plan. My friend Jake, who's our weightlifting coach in Richmond, he gave me an 8-week plan. It was awesome, and I did a lot of technical drills. I still have it. Maybe I should run that back in the summertime. But right now the squat and the bench is the main focus. So that's my problem sometimes. Like I start throwing another lift in, I start progressing. I'm like, oh, maybe I need to start progressing this. It's like Let's focus on squat and bench like we've been doing, and then maybe cleans in the summer. But we'll still be cleaning, of course. It's just maybe we have more to focus later in the year. But if you're not Olympic lifting, highly suggest you ripping those out. Best way to learn is by just doing it and watching videos on YouTube. That's how I learned. I never had a coach or anything. As you can probably tell, there's obviously some flaws in my technique, but you know, it's a fun thing. You learn. It's a technical thing. It's fun. You rip some weight, you get explosive. So we get there. Now the squats build up to a heavy set. I don't know if I'm gonna do a heavy single or a heavy double or whatever, but we'll get up to it and then we'll do 3 back offs. So let's rip. Woo! All right. So we said 545 for Isingi. Now, I was like thinking maybe I could double it. And then I don't know, I was kind of not overthinking it, but I was like, okay, let's go for a heavy single and kind of base off that and see if I wanted to go up from there. Now I hit that. That felt pretty good. Like I would say that was like an RP9. I feel like, I don't think I would have gotten 2 there. I probably would have failed, but I think maybe I could have got like 10 to 15 pounds more, like 555 to 560. Now I haven't hit 545 in years. So, I mean, it's not a PR, like it matches my all-time PR, but it's a good heavy single for the day. I definitely know I have more in the tank. And I was considering doing another single, but I was like, I got so psyched up for that one. It's like, I don't know, whenever I get psyched up and I beat it, I try to do it again, I always fail because I'm just like, I get revved down. But honestly, maybe I should have because I just did 495 for 3 and it was easy. So that's what I'm doing though. 545 heavy single. Now I'm stripping 10% off and doing 495 for a 3x3. So that's my approach these next couple of weeks. Is I've been doing that top set back offset approach. The last 8 weeks, first 4 weeks I did a top set of 4 to 6 reps and then back off 6 to 8. The next 4 weeks, or the last 4 weeks, I then did a top set of 2 to 4 reps and then back offs of in that 4 to 6 range. Now I'm gonna do a top set of 1 to 2. Actually, it'll probably just be a heavy single each week for the next 4 weeks, and then back offs in that 3 to 5 range, 2 to 5 range as we progress. So 545 heavy single for the day. I'm pretty stoked with that. And then 495, just hit it for 3. I'm gonna go 2 more sets of 3. But it definitely feels like there's some more room there. 585 is my all-time goal. Now that's 40 more pounds. I think maybe I can hit 565. That's my goal. I'm gonna shoot for in these next 3 weeks is to get up to 565. That'll be pretty chill. So, you know, you gotta hit 565 to hit 585, baby. So small little milestones. Squats are feeling good. Knees are feeling good. I think the cleans before, sometimes they can be hit or miss. Sometimes they beat up my knees, but today, man, my knees feel springy. So that's good. Good. All right, next up we got RDLs. 3x5 is what I made for today. Last week I had 455 for 3 sets of 6. So I'm at 10 for 3x5. You know, these next couple weeks, squats, RDLs, cleans, all gonna be like that 1 to 5 range. Freaking love it, man. I love heavy sets. They're taxing as hell, but they're fun. You know, it's just like, all right, I gotta do 2 reps, 3 reps, 5 reps. Hell yeah, let's go hard, baby. So RDLs here. I start at the hip, walk the bar out, little baby bend in the knees is what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking about pushing my butt back, coming to that mid shin height, coming back up. So RDLs are great, posterior chain movement, stiff-legged deadlifts. They're both pretty much the same thing. They're just different variations. Stiff-legged, you go all the way to the ground, you pause for a second, and you keep your legs a little more stiff. That's why it's called that. Whereas RDL, a little more bend in the knee, just coming that mid shin height, you're not going all the way to the ground. So both great to develop your posterior chain. I was doing stiff-legged, I think, for the last 6 or so weeks, and then I now gone back to RDLs the last 3 weeks, and I'll carry on with RDLs. So that's kind of what I like doing. Stiff-legged for a couple weeks, and RDLs kind of cycle back and forth. And then I'm doing regular conventional deadlifts on my second leg day. I've been doing them from a deficit. It's been cool. My deadlift, although it's secondary right now, that's been going up too. So strength is going up right now. It's a weird thing because I want to get lean and mean, but the strength's going up, and I want to keep riding this wave, baby. I want to keep riding this wave. So, you know, that age-old, I guess that's everyone's problem. You know, you want to get big and strong, but you want to get lean. And I think a lot of times people think when you cut, you lose all your strength. you know, I mean, if you cut slow enough, you know, you can maintain, if not gain strength, if you're training correctly. So I think for me, what I would have to do if I want to cut, which I kind of am right now, is do a slow cut and then just bring my volume down a little bit. And I think my strength could keep going up. So that's a fun thing with training, man. You just experiment on yourself. Hell yeah, I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up to see the weights going up, baby. Nothing freaking better. Nothing better than heavy leg day, boys. Nothing freaking better. You know I love legs. I hope if you've watched me long enough, I hope I bullied you into doing legs 2 times a week, heavy and often. Because, I don't know, I think, you know, lifting is doing legs. I don't know, when I think of lifting weights, I thought of this hypothetical. It's like, all right, two scenarios. One, you can never lift weights again, or the second one is you can only do legs, but you have to train them every day. Which one do you choose? I mean, I would take legs every day. Freaking hell yeah, 7 days a week, baby? Hell yeah, fire me up. When I talk leg days, we're talking density, we're talking heavy, we're talking long. You already cleaned, you already squatted heavy, you already out heavy. You're like, what else can you do, brother? It's Bulgarian split squat time. You know, just when you think it's all over, I heard you did all the hard stuff. The Bulgarians come back to humble you. Don't skip your Bulgarians, don't skip your single leg work. They suck because you got to do twice the leg. But they are great for building your legs and great for building the old mind, baby. Nothing better than building the old mind. So, double trouble right there. Now, Bulgarians, I've been doing on the Smith machine, been absolutely loving it. I go through Bulgarian phases. I'll go months and I'll do the same variation. So for months I did dumbbells, and then for like almost a year I was doing the hand supported ones, which I absolutely love, go-to movement, and I'll throw those back in. But that's the thing with Bulgarians, you do a ton of variety. Barbell, Smith machine, hand supported, dumbbell, whatever it is, just load it freaking heavy because it's a compound movement and you can load it heavy. I promise you, way stronger than you think. So here, this bar, online it says this bar only weighs 20 pounds. It feels like 40, but we'll go with what it says online. So with that being said, this is 20. I got 3 wheels on each side and then a 10, so it's 300 pounds total. We're gonna aim for 2 sets here in that 5 to 7 range each leg. And what I've been doing is I've been resting in between each leg. And it makes a lot of sense because it's like, hey, you're gonna go hard on one leg. By resting in between, like a 30 to minute rest, it allows me to get, I feel like I definitely get 1 extra rep because I'm not like intimidated and like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, and hold it back. So I don't hold back. So treat each leg almost like its own set. So 2 sets kind of turns into 4 with that micro rest in between, if that makes sense. Load it heavy, just like any movement. Load every movement in the gym heavy. I think ego lifting's fine. I mean, ego lifting within, you know, parameters. Obviously you want to be like, you know, super stupid, but if you just have that mindset, every movement, I'm gonna go as heavy as possible, bang, you're gonna get stronger. Bang. Do that. And do your compounds. Do your freaking compounds. Holy fuck. All right, listen to it. Whew. We got 6, let's match it. You don't want to rest too long where you get out of the set. So like 30 seconds a minute. Enough that you know. Get your breath. Let's go, baby. Oh my fuck, that's heavy. Come on. That sucked. Hell yeah. All right. We're gonna go hamstrings next. We'll go glute ham raise. So
Used to do these literally all the time, and then I stopped doing them like a year ago because I've been doing more machine. But I want to do them again. And I've been doing them the last couple weeks, and I really like them. So I'm just gonna do 2 sets here, 5 to 7. I got 25 pounds added. Control like 3 seconds on the way down, and really focus on pulling back with my hamstrings, the glutes, just pumping the old posterior chain. So we hit our RDLs. Now we want to hit some sort of knee dominant hamstring curl variation. So it's a go to one. All right, last thing of the day, just 2 sets of leg extensions. So we're doing like that low rep range the whole workout. This one, because the stack's pretty light, I was going 2 sets to failure, and I'll probably be like that. What I said the first set, I got 13. So even that 12 to 15 range, just a little quad pump to finish off the day. Oh, fudge. All right, good way to finish, baby. Ooh. All right, leg day complete. Just a freaking good leg day. Nothing like the 1, 2, 3, 4 punch, the 4 compound punch, just shot after shot. You're just in a heavyweight belt for 12 rounds, but you come out surviving. That's all that matters. So hard, heavy leg day. Leg days should be hard. They should be heavy. They should be stimulating. And I'll tell you what, a week off in between legs definitely felt really good today. I'm stoked to see the squat going up. I think there's some big numbers out there that I'm going to shoot for. So otherwise, damn good leg day. Appreciate you guys watching. See you guys in the next one. Stack damn days. Peace.